Hello there. Hello. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, come gather around the soft glow of your devices and turn the volume up to 11. Today is Sunday, January 28th, I think, and you and I are here together at the premiere episode of Live from the Pigpen. I can't thank you all so much for stopping by. In fact, I wanted to make it a point to start off, this whole thing like that. Stream one, hour one, minute one, with a sincere thank you to everyone. It was a road to get here. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all traveled it together. And I thank you so much for helping this to all come along here today. It's as much as your accomplishment as it is mine. So, take a look around the place. This is what you created. A virtual space where we can sit here and gather and just shoot the shit and hang out. And hopefully something good will come out of it. We've all been sort of kicked around and beaten down by the internet in general. So now we have this little space, for ourselves. You're not an outcast here. You're a friend. You're not a bigot. You're a realist. You're not a conspiracy theorist here. You're one of the only people that have been paying attention to what's going on. And I welcome you to the show here tonight. So that being said, let's try to get things going off here. And whoa, shit, messed that all up, didn't I? It's still working some bugs out here on the first stream, but let's try to get things going here. And all right, now let me look over my Jesus Christ. I'm messing this whole thing up, aren't I? All right. What the fuck is going on, guys? I'm running into like the worst technical difficulties here you could even see. I think. Am I even on this? Wow, I'm having all sorts of troubles here. But as for tonight's stream, I figured that we would start off by trying to lay some ground rules, a sort of constitution, so to speak, for the show moving forward as it applies to, the rules. I can't stress enough that we cannot speak freely here. This is a highly censored platform. So I figured that tonight we could go through the rules and try to, come up with a way that we could try to, I don't know, maybe make this thing last more than one or two episodes, So, let's kick that off, moving forward. I got to put some glasses on here because I can't see shit. And I have, I got my screen here, my laptop, my keyboard, my microphone, my mouse. It's a mess. Streaming's a mess, you guys. It's a lot harder than it looks. But, I pulled up the YouTube terms of service earlier to sort of take a look at it to see what we're going to be clicking around with. And, this is what we have here. It's a huge mess. It's something that, I don't know, it's just going to take a little bit of freaking getting used to. Whoops. But, my God. Jesus Christ. This is a fucking mess. I'm sorry, you guys. I really do not stream well at all. But, to make it official, too, check this out. I got a clipboard for our rules and everything. The clipboard makes it official, obviously. I stole that from work, so yay. And to write the stuff down with, guys, I'm really proud of this. Look at this. I've got a middle finger pen that swears at you when you pull it. What?
Shit. Fuck you. You're an asshole. Fucking jerk.
You see that? That's high class. We're high class here at the Pigpen. We're only using like the highest class friggin' shit here. But hold on, let me clear off some space real quick. Throw that down right here. All right, let me move this out of the way. All right, what the fuck? Why does that even keep opening here? Oh, Howdy Magoo from Screwhead. Hey, how you doing, man? I should have a stream and chat coming up in it should be up there on the screen, I would think. God, this delay is fucking with me. But yeah, can you guys see the stream and chat that's coming up on the screen when I have split screen on? If you can see it, throw some bacons up in the chat, you know, just so I know that things are going through. All right, I always have a problem with inanimate objects. Talk to me, remind me of the 80s. Oy. Oh, Miss Chicken, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for stopping by. You know, just to catch up a little bit, I said we're going to take a look at YouTube's terms of service just to see how many rules we've broken so far and what we can't do moving forward. You know, I scrolled through this for a few minutes earlier. It's really like a lot of bullshit, you know. You know, a bunch of legal stuff. I think the good stuff that we're looking for is over here in the community guidelines. Let's see what the chat's going on. All right. Sorry for looking over my shoulder like that. I have the stream playing like on the TV across the room, and I mean this is really only my second time watching this, so I'm trying to make sure everything is working right. But yeah, I mean, might as well click the community guidelines here. This is where I guess you get strikes or something like that. All right. YouTube's already set a community guidelines. Only what type of content isn't allowed on YouTube. All right, bullshit. Oh, all right. This is all right. We got some meat on this bone here. All right, fake engagement. That's probably like bots and setting up, you know, like those automatic services to watch your videos. I don't care about that. Impersonation. No one wants to be me. I don't even want to be me. External links. That might be something. Let's check this shit out here. All right. Links that send users to content that violates our community guidelines are not allowed on YouTube. Oh, God. Right off the bat, you guys. Right off the bat, I think friggin' we just lost it, you know. I don't think that... What the fuck? Why isn't that flipping over? I don't think that we can link to Gab then. Oh man, I should have friggin' looked on that. I know Gab's one of the sites that has, you know, like the free speech thing, and we have all sorts of content on there that they might find objectionable as far as like vaccine information and political information, election opinion or whatever. So that might be a little friggin', I don't know. That might be a little friggin' risky here. Let's try this again here. What the fuck? Why does that come up? All right. Don't post links to porn. All right. Raise funds or recruit for terrorist organizations. I really hope that's not us here. Sexual abuse imagery. Yes, I think that's what would get us right here, my friend. Where is it? Links to content that would violate our hate or harassment policies. It's the policy. You'd think that they'd have those policies like whatever, clickable to find out what they were. Links to content encouraging others to commit violent acts. Spread medical information contradicting local health authority or the WHO's medical info. Oh, so that's like all vaccine stuff. Links to websites spreading misleading or deceptive content that can cause serious risk of egregious harm, such as interfering with democratic processes. I don't know, man. This is already bullshit. Haven't been looking at this for more than like one click, and I mean, I've already had enough of it. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. I don't know, this language is so very broad that at any given time, if you're not out here preaching the narrative with all you have, they could just like clip you for any reason, you know. And by default, that, you know, not allowed to post links to sites that post information contrary to the WHO. I mean, what the fuck is that? I mean, who made those guys the final opinion on all things vaccine? You know, oh God, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, and we just started. Hold on a second. Put a little smoke up for myself here. Oh man, I should actually, I should look if we're even allowed to smoke on camera. Probably not, but The way I look at it is if I light this before I get to the section of the rules that say I can't smoke it, then I should be safe. I think I'm fine. Fuck these people. But all right. Oh, here's some examples of content that's not allowed on YouTube. All right. Sexually themed content. All right, that's bullshit. Gameplay video, blah blah. Phishing site. Copy and paste. Uses to website file hosting service that allows them to access. Nope. Oh, verbally directing viewers to a website to find a profile or page on another platform so they can watch content that violates YouTube's community guidelines. What a bunch of shit. What a bunch of absolute shit. These guys are fucking horrible. I don't know. Well, it looks like we're going to be on a short leash, my friends. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at all. All right. Did anyone expect anything different? Oh, I got all sorts of stuff on the screen here. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. All right. I got the chats. Oh man, this is impossible. Streaming's pretty difficult, man. You know it. Click on the streams on YouTube. Those people have been doing it for years. They're sitting there lounging in their chair and everything. I'm like frantically clicking buttons and moving my mouse around trying to look at stuff. This is just a shit show over here on my end. I apologize to all you guys if it's not entertaining or anything, but I don't know. It's my first go around and we're still trying to get things done. So let's go back to this junk. And I'm sorry for showing my control panel. I should be able to hit a couple keys on my keyboard and it should move it back and forth, but it's just not working for me. But all right, what do we got? All right, this is what happens. If your content violates this policy, we'll remove the content and send you an email to let you know. If we can't verify that a link you post is safe, we may remove the link. Note the valid URLs posted within the video itself and the video's metadata may result in the video being removed. This is your first time. Warning. You have the chance to take a policy training to allow the warning to expire after 90. All right, this is bullshit. All right. If you get 3 strikes within 90 days, your channel will be terminated. All right, so we need to find that 2-strike barrier and just like ride that shit, I guess. All right, so external links, we've already broken a couple of those rules. Actually, hold on a second, let me see. Oh yeah, I broke the rule back on the full screen friggin' shot with the little Gab banner there, and on the mainstream banner with the chat and all that sort of stuff too. So, yeah, well, maybe fuck all those people. But oh, speaking of fuck all those people, we have vulgar language. Let's see this. I was like, what if I've broken all these rules so many times already, and just whenever anything, just no, this is just horrible. This isn't gonna work. To be a partner is the highest priority. We'll forward each. All right, some language not be appropriate for viewers under 18. All right. If I could. All right. Take the time to carefully read the policy below. All right, some language may not be inappropriate. If you find content that violates this policy, report it. If you found a few videos or comments that you would like to report, you can report the channel. All right, explicit content that violates this policy could result in age restriction, content removal, or a strike. We may consider the following factors when deciding whether to age restrict, remove content, or issue a strike. Use of sexually explicit language or narratives, use of excessive profanity in the content, use of heavy profanity or sexually suggestive terms in the content's title, thumbnail, or associated metadata, use of excessive sexual sounds. Note the above list isn't complete. All right. Excessive profanity. It would be great if you could get a definition of excessive or use of heavy profanity. It's sort of, I don't know. All right. We may allow vulgar language when the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic, and if it isn't gratuitous. For example, the title of a song with a curse word or song that contains. Oh, this is horrible, you guys. They ain't gonna let us do shit. All right. There's got to be something about harassment and cyberbullying. Yeah, we'll probably harmful or dangerous. Oh, hate speech. Ooh. Ooh, we'll save the hate speech for the finale, my friends. That's going to be interesting. Sale of illegal or regulated goods or services. Does it have anything about smoking fucking pot? I don't know. Now look at this bullshit, you guys. Like the YouTube terms of service, right? They have their own little special section that deals with just election misinformation and medical misinformation. Like, how heavily is this just, oh my God, like, I can't even put it to words, man. If they have like their own friggin' policy around this shit, you know that it's just, oh, it's just complete total bullshit. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I don't know. All right, you're doing poo poo pee pee. Control tab, smoke them if you got them. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep track of the chat over my shoulder here. Let's see, what do you guys want to do next? Firearms, probably can't. Violent or graphic content. Oh, God. Violent criminal organizations. All right. All right, we're going to check out harmful or dangerous content up here. Let's see what they got. The fucking video. Oh, Jesus. Get examples or harm. Yeah, give me some examples of this shit. All right. Where the hell are we? Oh, it's the same shit. Blah, 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 blah. Harmful or dangerous. Extremely dangerous challenges. No, we're not eating any Tide Pods on this channel. Dangerous or threatening pranks. Not really. Harmful or dangerous acts. Severe bodily harm or death. Minors. Nope. Instructions to kill or harm. Might as well not. Explosives. Not today. Firearms. Not saying anything. Instructional theft. Oh, hacking, bypass payment for digital content, phishing, crypto phishing. All right, extremely dangerous challenges. Let's see what this is about. Asphyxiation. Ooh, hello. Any activity that prevents breathing or can lead to suffocation. Examples include choking, drowning, or hanging games, or eating non-food items. So I guess all that Tide Pod shit friggin' got like pulled down off YouTube from years back. Oh, that was a great time to be on the internet. Those things were just delicious. But choking games, drowning games, like were people playing that shit on YouTube? I wouldn't put it past it. I see some of the bullshit that's getting put up on TikTok, and I mean, these kids today, they'll do anything. I mean, natural selection is just going to pick those kids off one at a time. Oh, God. All right, misuse of weapons. Using weapons like guns or knives without proper safety precautions. Examples include the No Lacking Challenge. I think I'm a little too Caucasian for the No Lacking Challenge, YouTube. Nothing to worry about here. Ooh, ingesting harmful substances. Please say no. Eating, consuming, or inserting non-food objects. Inserting non-food objects. Guys, what the fuck? All right. Eating, consuming, or inserting non-food objects or chemicals that may cause illness or poisonings. Examples include detergent eating challenges. Oh my God. No kidding. Well, inserting. That, I mean, I'm trying to think of what other, like, things that could mean, but I mean, that's You can't stick things in your ass on YouTube. Is that what they're trying to like say here? Just come on, say it, YouTube. All right, burning, freezing, and electrocution. Oh, this is a little bit more lively than I thought here. This is getting pretty Mengele, you know what I mean? Activities with a serious risk of severe burns, freezing, frostbite, or electrocution. Examples include the fire challenge and the hot water challenge. I haven't even heard of some of these masochistic things. What the fuck are people doing up here on this YouTube? Like, you got people friggin' lighting themselves on fire and everything, but I can't post a link to my Gab profile? What a crock of shit. Mutilation and blunt force trauma. Examples include self-mutilation, abstaining from normal health practices. Falling, impalement, collision, blunt force trauma, or crushing. My God. Challenges. All right, children's stuff. All right. All right, dangerous or threatening pranks. My God. Intentional physical harm. All right, so that's like friggin' the punching attacks where you just run up to people and friggin' drag them. Drugging food or drinks with laxatives. Electrocution pranks. Now, that's not a prank. If you come up to me and you electrocute me, that's not a fucking prank, man. That's an invitation to get yourself murdered. Don't be running around electrocuting people. What the fuck is wrong with these people? All right. Making someone feel like they're in immediate danger is frowned upon on YouTube. Tricking others into believing they're in real danger, even if no physical harm comes to them. Bomb scares, swatting or fake 911 calls, fake home invasion, fake kidnapping. All right, minor stuff. Harmful or dangerous acts. Risking serious harm or death. Behavior that shows adults risking serious bodily harm or death in the categories listed under dangerous challenge, such as asphyxiation or electrocution. Extremely dangerous driving. I see a lot of that on YouTube, like drag racing stuff and everything. I've watched, like some of the supercar videos and everything, and sometimes they like fishtail out and flip off the road. All right. Instructions to harm. Bomb making. Oh, no shit. Bomb making videos showing viewers how to build a bomb meant to injure or kill others. Samples include pipe bombs, package bombs, explosive vests, or Molotov cocktails. I don't know. Man, I don't like thinking that people are out here actually doing that shit. What this policy means for you: weapon content, digital security content, illegal or regulated goods. Example of harmful, dangerous. Oh, this is all the shit we just looked at here. I don't know. Let me hop on this for a quick second so I can read over here at the chat. Like my cooking, getting pretty Mengele. Pardon. Do you guys think that chat overlay coming up on the screen fits pretty well or not? Oh, I just switched off it. I stitched this whole thing together. Like, you can download, like these complete packages that have the spot for your chat window and the spot for you and your media plane and everything. But they all look pretty shitty. And, I mean, I feel at home here in my beans. You know what I mean? So I'd pretty much like to keep these. But, it sort of looks kind of hokey and stitched together. I really haven't been getting a lot of time to invest into like every aspect that I've been needing to get this thing look real polished. Like I'm still going to work every day and everything like that. I've seen a couple people ask comments about like the job search and the job situation in the last video. I'm still like showing up there. There's some stragglers. We're still waiting on our union to figure out the wording for our exit contract or whatever. They submitted stuff starting last Monday, but they just couldn't, come to a consensus on what wordings for like a couple of the issues are. One, we're trying to get like our health insurance extended for a couple months past separation date, like 3 months. And the second is prorated vacation time. Like we're trying to get it so that anyone who gets vacation time this year will be paid off, rather than anyone who gets it before the date of the close down. And the company's really digging their heels, and they really don't want to give a shit. It's pretty sad. But yeah, I'm still going to work during the day, so I don't have a lot of time to come in here and try to stitch all this stuff together. I spent a few hours working on it earlier today, and I mean, I got it to look a little bit better, I like to think. But it's still looking a little bit rough. But we're gonna see what we can do moving forward, But yeah, I mean, I don't really see any real reason to keep going down through the YouTube terms of service. Like it was just so vague and so bullshit that it really means nothing at the end. Say what gets promoted, don't say what's forbidden. It's just such shit. The internet could have been great. We were sold such a lie when it came out. I mean, if you remember, way back in the day when it was first, the first wave of the internet was hitting people. It was supposed to be great. It was supposed to be really great, and this is just not what we got at all. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You have to use it somehow. The internet is the new television. It's the way that people get their information. It's the way that they get their culture. The way they get their everything almost. It's a little glowing box that sits in their pocket or sits somewhere on their table or something that pretty much tells them how to run their lives. And it's been just hijacked by the globalist corporations. YouTube here is run by Google, and the Google board of directors, investors, and everything like that leads straight up to that same small group of people who own everything that we use. From the deodorant that we put on under our arms when we get out of the shower, to the cars that we drive to our shitty jobs, to the things that we buy with our shitty paychecks. I mean, it's horrible. We're definitely ruled over. We have no freedom of enterprise, I guess you could say, But yeah, what the hell are you gonna do? Let me take a quick look over my shoulder at the chat here, see what's going up. It's pretty good setup so far. It looks good, Screwhead. I was on in the time of message boards. It can be great again. Federated and blockchains is the future, I think. Oh. Russian car crash video is a favorite secret of mine. Wish you well. It's a pretty good setup. Old dial-up message boards. I actually used to admin a bunch of message boards and everything like that. It was I don't know. It was definitely something. Those were some good times. Yeah, I remember like the first time I seen the internet. God, I was young. And I was sitting there at work, and I heard people talking about the internet, like these like gamer people back then. They played like computer games and everything. And God, I think this was even like before Google. They were using like web crawler or something like that. This was like one of the very first search engines. And they were talking about like the internet and this and that. And I mean, I heard a little bit about it, but I mean, I didn't really give a shit. I didn't even own a computer. And shortly after that and everything, I ran into this girl. She used to work at Dunkin' Donuts and whatever the hell. I ran into her in the street, and we took a liking to each other. And I was hanging out at her house, and we go there, and we walk right into her bedroom, and she turns like her computer on and everything. And she hops into a Yahoo chat room. And, like the chat thing starts going up and everything. And I was just like, oh, this is the internet? And she said, yeah. And I remember like taking a look at it and thinking that that's all that the internet was just like the Yahoo chat room. That it was just, like words scrolling up the screen, and that was it. I had no idea what it was. And thankfully it helped me grab a piece. She was a hoe. And she hopped on the chat room. She's just like, oh, I'm here with this guy. And right off the bat, she started getting pop-ups like, oh, do this to him, do that to him, all sorts of stuff. And it sort of led to a little, like cheeky messing around. And, boop, scored. So, I don't know. Thank you, Yahoo chat room. Way back in the day, you helped a young Magoo find his groove. So I'll always owe that to you, Yahoo chat rooms. But that was the days back before the tracking and the advertising and everything. It That, and you can also draw a similarity, I guess, between the early days of television and the earlier days of the internet. Like I remember being a little kid, and there was a shit ton of different television stations. There was you had the 4, 5, 7, and then you had the other band where you had like TV 38 and 56 and all those those other numbers. And those used to be all like independent companies. They were their own broadcasting station. I mean, a lot of them were like recycling old content and everything, but they were their own entity. They had like great antitrust laws back then, and that's what the early internet used to be. It used to be a lot of like independent websites and everything, and you'd get a link to something and you could check it out. Everything had a different look to it, a different feel, and you could find something that you liked. I remember clicking on things and thinking like, oh, that's really artistic, or that's really interesting, or dark or something, And nowadays, that's all gone. Same thing as television. Consolidation happened, and the same few companies bought up every property, and it's the same thing here on the internet today. Every website looks the same. It navigates the same. I mean, it's to the point where, like, you could download a new app, or you could go to a new site on your phone, and you could look at it, and you already know how to navigate it, because it's the same cookie cutter bullshit that you've navigated and seen a thousand different times. The messages are the same. The only things that change are the screen names posting it. It's a bunch of recycled bullshit. All right, let me take a look. I got censored on Yahoo. Yeah, you were probably Miss Chicken. You were probably the one in the Yahoo chat room telling her to do things to my little virginal young ass. But let's see. I think bacon sandwich and ham slice, the Wild West. Ass Jeeves. Yeah, that was a good long while ago. But I don't know. Sorry for leaning over and trying to take a look at the chat again. But the hell do I have on going here? Probably remember. Huh. But I think, yeah, all that stuff I was just talking about the internet being like recycled and the same sort of stuff. That is like the meat and potatoes. That's the guts of something that you might have heard about called dead internet theory. Have you guys heard about that? If you heard about the dead internet theory, throw some bacons up in the chat room so I can sort of look over and see if you know about it. But the dead internet theory is that most of the internet, almost all of it that you see, is either like fake or it's made up by like AI bots. If you go into a bunch of websites, just how we were clicking around in the YouTube terms of service and everything, you'll see like hyperlinks, links to different pages or off-site pages within that article. This studies that show that all those links on most of the internet are dead. Like 70% or so of all those clickable links are just dead. The pages no longer exist. They've been archived somewhere else, or they're just so old that they're just not there anywhere. I think it's called link rot. And, another part of the dead internet theory is that a lot of your social media posts and the personalities that you follow are AI. They're like chatbots, like some sort of like chat GPT thing or something like that. They're not even real people. And that huge, like hundreds of thousands of these bots have like communities, and they're being used to like sway public opinion, constantly posting that rainbow pride, that Black Lives Matter, all that bullshit. That a lot of that stuff is just driven by like these huge bot farms, and none of it's organic, And all the bots like follow each other and like each other's videos. I guess there's some sort of like psychological phenomena studied within social media that makes you want to go with the flow, go with what's popular. It's people treat it like a game. You want to get followers, you want to get like reposts, and you want to get quotes and comments and everything like that. And that same psychological like trap is used to push social ideologies by these bot farms. Everyone wants to be talking about the hot issue that's being talked about. And when these bot farms are like reposting these rainbow pride things and they're getting like hundreds of reposts and all these comments, people think that's popular themselves, and all of a sudden they start trying to jump on that bandwagon, you know. And that's where it turns into propaganda. You know, propaganda doesn't work because it's believable. It works because it's repetitious, you know, and they get all these bots just constantly bombarding the platform with this shit, and then these people start to like adopt the ideology. You know, it gets in their head and they start to think that they really believe it, you know. It's just sad, you know, but let me see. My fingers can't type. I thought that was imaginary. My God, my overlay building skills are absolute shit. Like I can't even see a majority of that chat going up the screen, and it's feeding at a different rate as the chat on the screen. This whole streaming thing is a technical nightmare. But I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me see. I am actually like struggling for a little bit of content here. I really thought that going over all that YouTube stuff would take a little bit more time, but it was just junk, you know. I do have like for future episodes, I have ideas for like segments. You know, like I want to take like 3 8-minute segments or so and roll them out. I was going to start one next week and everything. I was going to do like a little spoiler for it in the last few minutes of the show, but I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it now, shoot some shit. But it, you know, I would sort of like. Oh, there's Miss Rubber Chicken right there. I'd sort of like the stream to have like a dual purpose. You know what I mean? Just sitting here shooting the shit. You know, whatever. I mean, that's all fun and games and everything like that. But you got to be dropping pills. You know, if you're not out on the social media, spending your time dropping pills to people, then really you're wasting an opportunity. You know, and I'd like to embed some of that in our humble little weekly stream right here. You know, I think maybe one or the two segments I have might actually help in that. The one that I hope to premiere next week is something I was going to call Find the PSYOP, where I pull like a local media clip and play it, you know, like in our little window media plane and you know, like a 2 or 3 minute deal, and then try to like analyze it a little bit after to try to tell you where like, you know, the media is lying to you or they're not giving you the right facts, or try to just explain how like the media is manipulating true stories. And you know, I'd like to work that element, and I figure wrapping it up in a little segment, you know, might sort of help with that, because some of the stuff, man, the media's not even trying. Holy shit! Like I seen some. It was about like the influx of migrants that are coming up from the south under Biden and everything, and I think it was like New York or Chicago or something, and there was, you know, the local news was out there interviewing him and everything, and it was just like such bullshit. The newscaster was showing them standing outside like this migrant shelter or whatever, and they're all standing out there, and they're like, I'm cold. And the news is going around talking about how the city is forcing them to stand out front of the shelter in freezing cold conditions because they closed at certain hours, and they only like process so many, you know, like applications a day. And that the people are standing out in front with nowhere to go when they close the doors. And it was the biggest, like, load of bullshit. Like, no one is forcing those people to stand in front of the sidewalk. I mean, it's America, motherfucker. You are free to walk down that street and pursue whatever opportunities open themselves up to. You know, you are choosing to stand there in front of that welfare station. You're choosing not to go out and try to earn a meal or try to earn a roof over your head. You're just sitting there waiting for the Gibbs, you know? And it's just sad. You get that sort of stuff pumped out there. And I saw the clip on YouTube, and I'm looking at it, and it's got like tens of thousands of views and everything. And I'm just wondering how many people are like watching that video clip with the same analytical eyes as I did. You know, how many people are just sitting there and absorbing the bullshit and feeling bad, you know, for these people for leaving Wakanda and not having a friggin' free room in Chicago, you know? It's just such shit. It's just such shit. You know, and even if you're lucky enough to find a semi-based article, like every now and again, I'll click on things in my local newspaper, and they sort of tell you what's going on. You have to sort of know how to read between the lines and everything. But we have one of those migrant centers, like literally 6 or 7 blocks down the street from my house. And it's always front page news when a new like crop of migrants are being bussed in. I think I posted something on my social media the other day that they're bringing in another like 30, 40 families or something like that. And you just see on the news the reporting about it. Now they said that the building was going to be used for 1 year. And that was in the local paper and everything like that. And I actually went into that building. And I was talking to them about like jobs there and renting rooms and everything. And the woman at the counter said rooms weren't available for like multiple years. And I even asked her, I'm like, multiple, like more than one? And she said yes. So, I mean, if she works there and she's telling me that that building has all the rooms rented for multiple years, why is my local newspaper telling me that that building is only rented for one? So I mean, even when you find an article that's telling you what's going on, you can't really trust the information that's in it, Or I couldn't have trusted the woman that was at the actual migrant center that I went and talked to. But I mean, it's just so much bullshit from so many different angles, But let's see what's going on over here. But I believe you. Oh. All right. Let me think. You got, this guy still has me blocked here. Let me check this guy out. Yep, this fucknut still's got me blocked. Screw this guy. No. But, yeah, you guys have anything you want to talk about, like in the chat or anything like that? Any topics? Actually, Screwhead, now that you're here, I wanted to ask you if I could use some of your music as like background music and everything like that for the channel. I wanted to just like grab a bunch of tracks, like friggin' butt them all together and like loop them in the background real low just for some like background music, some BGM. If if there's an issue with any of that, or if you have like tracks that I can't use or tracks that you would prefer that I did use, can you throw me a message on the site? I guess I'm not allowed to name, but throw me a message on the Frog site, or the free speech site, and I'll see it there. But I don't know, not being able to link to Gab or promote Gab or anything like that sort of fucks with my segments ideas that I was talking about earlier. I was kicking around the idea of a Gab group segment. I mean, there's like 70,000 groups on this site. And I was going to like, try to message the admins and make like a little 5-minute video and just like play it during the stream and everything, just to, get some promotion out there. Let people see what's like available there on the site. Ooh, excuse me. But now that I can't like really even talk about it, man, I don't even know what to do. Actually, hold on a second. I just thought of something. All right, I can. If I can't talk about Gab, I think Andrew has a account here on YouTube. So let's look for Gab. All right, let's search Gab on YouTube and see if anything comes up. Gab Smolders. Oh, fuck that bitch. Who is this lady? Gab Smolders. Who is this lady? Wait a minute. Gab. Whoops. .com. All right. Timcast, Gab.com. What is Gab? Oh. Whoops. Shit. All right. That I don't think is him. How the hell do I get back here? All right. I thought like Andrew. There's Andrew right there. There's the guy. How to use Gab. you'd think that some of these videos about Gab would be from an account called like Gab.com or all right. All right. Timcast. Okay. Recently. Huh. Well, I guess not. I thought that there would be a Gab like YouTube channel. I figure if Gab was on there promoting itself, it would be all right if I made videos about it. But I don't see shit there. My drink. No. Sorry again for leaning over the screen there. But yeah, knowing that you're really restricted to talk about, certain subjects, sort of like shit cans my entire idea for this show. Almost like for this channel. Like, I mean, I don't know. The issue about excess deaths needs to be talked about, and all that sort of stuff links to, vaccines and everything like that. And if you can't even like link the two together causally in the same video without risk of getting like clipped and everything, what's the use of dedicating the time and effort it takes to even make videos in the first place? I mean, if the censorship is that bad, I mean, I don't know. Just those little bullshit videos I make are kind of a little bit of a bitch to stitch together. I mean, I got a couple months experience. It's getting quicker to do, but it's not easy. You still have to put a lot of time into it, finding the little video assets and recording everything and stitching it all together. I mean, if you can't make any engaging content on it, I mean, why even bother, I hear some good things about like Rumble and Odyssey and everything like that, but I feel like they have the same terms of service bullshit over there, If the standard that I always figured to use is that if it's like for sale in the App Store, if it's for sale in like Google Play, then it's all censored. Just to have your product sold there, they have to, abide by certain guidelines that those companies, that Apple and Google preside over. So, I mean, if it's on there, I could only think it's like similar to friggin' YouTube here. But let me get a look over here. Oh. All right, let's think. I don't know. I'm kind of running low for ideas and everything like that. I'll definitely try to plan a little bit better for next week and all. I really thought that it would take a lot longer to go through all that terms of service stuff than it did. It would have been nice to have like a list, you know what I mean, like a banned word list or a banned topic list. But whatever. I don't even know. I'll probably just keep on banging these things out. I'll try to come back with another stream next week, and maybe it'll be a little bit more entertaining. Wow. I really am bummed. I really am bummed. It really like crushed my dreams, like my hopes and dreams of this like whole channel. Everything I wanted to do is against their terms of service. God, this is just such shit. Just such shit. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to like click on anything on YouTube anymore and like watch it with any sort of like degree of trust anymore. And I watched a lot more YouTube than I do television. Like I don't watch any like programming anymore. It's just too rainbow, or it's too fucking black. You know what I mean? I just don't give a shit about the urban struggle of the whatever the fuck anymore. One or two shows are good. Yeah, sure. There's a market for that, but not every goddamn show. I'm just sick of it. Sick of the strong female lead and the friggin' the fucking. Oh, I'm just so sick of that. All that woke bullshit. All of it. I'm feeling like suffocated by it now. You know what I mean? There has to be an escape from it somewhere. You know, God, I have to find it. But let me look over. All right, but I don't know, you guys. It's a little bit early, but I'm gonna start to wrap it up here a little bit. Let me hop out of this shit. All right, you know, once again, you know, thanks for stopping by and everything. It's real hard for me to like participate in the chat and everything like that. So I'll try to like set it up somewhere where next week I'll be able to like see it and do the stream at the same time. I was messing around. It should be like on this channel in this little area right here, but for some reason the chat's not showing up there. The way it was like streaming on the other page, I think it's like hidden behind the camera image, and it's just not coming through. But I'll try to get that up on there next week, so you know, like the chat is on there. That I'll try to fix the chat latency issue too, like what's coming through on the side of the screen, like in the YouTube chat, and what's coming through on the actual stream video is way off, you know. But at least on my end. But you know, once again, thank you very much for stopping by the stream. This is I don't know. Great, I guess, to have you here and everything. I'm stumbling over words and everything like that. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I sort of feel like I should have been like more entertaining or something like that. But you know, you got to start off somewhere, I guess, and you know, I don't know. I had a good time doing it. I hope you had yourself a good time doing it. Maybe if you did, I can see you back here next Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. maybe or so. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I guess I'll see you next week. All right? Bye.